Hi friends, today's topic is background work process. So background work process is used to schedule the background jobs. So this is BTC jobs. BTC jobs is nothing but background jobs. We can call it as a batch jobs as well. And if you see here, okay fine, where we are going to schedule the background jobs. Like these are the T codes. To schedule purpose, we are going to use the SM36 is the T code. So to monitor the background jobs, we are going to monitor in SM37. And as well, initially we are going to monitor what are the jobs, what are the work process we are going to monitor initially in SM50. So what is background job means? What are background jobs? Background jobs is like what is background job means? It may be a long running job. We are calling it as a long running jobs. And housekeeping jobs. So housekeeping jobs are nothing but DB cleaning activities. So some report generation jobs and some payroll generation jobs. So these all jobs come under background jobs only because these jobs are running in a back end. That is why we are calling it as a background jobs. These all are comes under background jobs. Minimum 2 background work process is required in the system. This is SAP recommendation. Minimum 2 background work process available in the system compulsory. And a maximum we can configure based upon the requirement, but it should be like, as of now I am observing 6 to 8 max. 6 to 8 we can configure. So if you want more than 8, if you want 15 or 20, so what you are going to do? I am on SM50 only. The total number of work process is 19. See here, configurable. So how much you are going to configure? In that 19 only, we have to adjust the work process. That means only the limitation is 19. This limitation is comes from where? Like based upon the CPU and RAM, this limitation is comes. If we increase the RAM size and CPU size, this configurable work process is going to be increased automatically. So that's how we can increase. If you increase the number, that won't work actually. We have to increase the RAM size and CPU size. So whenever we are going to install SAP into the system, these configurable work process automatically comes based upon your CPU and RAM. If you want to adjust within this 19 only, we have to adjust all work process. Suppose you are having 10 dial work process. If you can decrease up to 5 dial hour process, and you can increase background. That's how this works. So coming to spool one work process, one work process is enough for whole SAP system, I think. And coming to update, you can increase. There is no issue. And background also we can increase. There is no issue. But minimum is 2 background work process required. Okay, next parameter for background work process. What is a parameter? So parameter is same. What is /wp underscore no underscore btc equals to, so whatever the number you want, you can give. So this is the parameter for background process, where we can change the background process parameters, and what are the parameters we can change. All the parameters values in RZ10, and once you change the parameter values, you need to restart the system. Then only the parameter values reflect into the application level. So we know that to scheduling the background jobs, we need to hit the SM36 is the T code. So once you here You just create. So delete job something. I'm just creating like this. So first we need to provide the job name, and then after you observe here, job classes default it is taking C type. If you click here, we can have three class types here: A, B, C. A is for high, B is for middle, C is for low priority. So by default it is taking C. Okay, and then after you just click step. So you need to select the program values: ABAP program, external command. So these things we are going to select. So mostly we are going with the ABAP only, ABAP program type. So we are not going to use external command or external program. So we just click this one, and then after we just select the name of the ABAP program. RS, I'm just giving RS BTC del 2, double click on it. So in that program I'm selecting the variant is nothing but, so these things are like we are going to receive anyway. It is automatically came the variant. So the name and the variant, so whenever the job task is coming to your mail, so we are going to receive the job name and as well as the variant. There is no issue. And as well, so we need to run the ABAP program as well. So the program type ABAP program we need to select, and then after name and variant, and after giving that we just click check and then save. So once you save, we can have this thing, and we need to, these variants and the jobs are standard, and we need to change the variant names actually. So we are not supposed to use the variants. So whenever the is not implementation, whenever the support pack implementation, the variant names is going to be changed actually. So that is why we supposed to use the copy of variant. So for to maintain the copy variants, we need to go to, and then after we need to click the maintain variants, and then after see here. So you just have, you don't need to do anything. You just come here, just click copy from where, this standard variant to your variant. I'm just giving, so customized variant always start with the Z. I'm just giving, so whatever the customization in SAP, we are going to use the Z or Y, we know that. So I'm just giving, so delete something like this. So whatever the variant is, standard variant is there, SAP and something 001, it come and sit into the copy into this copy variant. I'm just click continue. See here, copy to this standard variant copied into this, and then after you don't need to do anything. You just go back, and then after you just click edit, and you need to select the variant. We can able to see the customized variant is going to be available. So we supposed to use this copied variant only, that is why. So you check, and then after click save. So up to this here, I'm just giving the job name, and as well as I'm going to do step, and I'm making some variant name changes, and then after I'm just going back. Up to this we are calling it as the status, scheduled status only. The status, the first status in SM36, the background jobs, the first status is scheduled status, and for next we are going to give the start condition. The job is scheduled, but it is at what time it is going to be run. Now we are going to give. If you want to give it immediate, you can select immediate. If you want to run it in a date and time, you can select this. If you want to one job after another, you need to select this, and one event after another, and operation modes. And as well as we're having one more thing is the factory calendar. This factory calendar is used to, like, based upon the time zones. Like suppose we are on the Indian timings, we want to schedule the job to run in a Germany mode, we need to select this state, and as well these many things we are going to select. This is about factory calendar. So come to start conditions. I'm just giving date and time only. Most of the time we are going to go with date and time only, and we need to select the date. I'm just giving today's date only. Time. Now the time is like a 2:56 something like that. I'm giving 2:58 something like this. Okay, continue, and then after, so we given the start condition as well. This is fine, and we need to provide the, it should be on weekly, it should be on hourly, so whatever it is. So the period values, so I'm just clicking monthly ones, or else hourly ones, or else daily ones. I'm just taking hourly, and here also you need to click check, and then after save, and then after here you need to check and save. See here the job frequency, whenever we select this start condition, the date and time, and after selecting the period values, so this, after selecting the period values, the job frequencies comes to here. Hourly it is going to be run. So once you give this start condition and click save, see here the job saved with status, released. So this is, we are calling it as a release status. So previously name and variant, we are giving it as a schedule status. With start condition, the status is like released status. You just go back and see the SM37 is that equal to Montap, right? I'm just going SM37. So whatever I'm just giving, executing. See here, the job is released right now. So we can able to monitor here. So delete jobs, right? Our job released. The status is released. You just refresh here. So actually the job is finished successfully. See here the status. The time I scheduled at 2:58. It is already finished here. So this is how we are going to schedule and monitor the background jobs. So the status is, we just not discussed about the scheduled, released. So once it is released, we are going to observe the finished status. And what about this ready and active and cancelled? So we are going to have this ready, active and cancelled status as well. Why means the ready status means, so whenever the background work process we have in SM50, we have 6 background work processes, right? BTC jobs work process. So whenever the BTC is available, this ready is going to be triggered. So if it is not available, this job is going to be in a ready status only. We can observe the ready status because this is a training system. Those all BTC jobs are available fully. So that is why it went directly finished status. So once background process is available, it went for ready status. So once it is available, then it is comes directly to the active. Then the job is going to be run at the scheduled status, that we are calling it as an active. So once it is finished successfully, we can observe the status is finished. And once it is any error or any mistakes has happened, we can observe the job is cancelled. So these many things we are observing background jobs. So whenever we are scheduling the job, we observed job class type. Class A, class B, class C. So this is default actually. Default it is coming to the class C type. So what are class A jobs actually? And what are class B jobs? So class A jobs are nothing but these are like a high priority jobs. We're calling it as a class A jobs. High priority jobs, we are calling it as a class A jobs. Then what are the high priority? Payroll jobs. Just take an example, payroll jobs. So these jobs should be run at a scheduled time at any cost. That means at the given time, like we are going to get the salary at the end of 31st so and so time, we are going to get the salaries, right? So this job is high priority job. So we can schedule in a class A job type. And what about class B jobs? These are like medium priority or middle priority. So by using this medium priority jobs, we are going to schedule the like a report generation jobs. We are going to schedule as in class B job. And then so whenever the class A jobs finish, then only the class B job runs. Because this is a medium priority, right? So that's why once the class A jobs finish, then only the class B jobs run. And then after the class C jobs, the low priority jobs, we are calling it as a class C jobs. This is the most default class type in background jobs. See here, what are the class C jobs? Like in a day-to-day basis, like a database is going to operate with some unwanted data. So we are going to do some house cleaning jobs. Those we are scheduling in a DB cleaning activity. So that we are calling it as a housekeeping jobs as well. So these are class A, class B, class C type. Okay. So based upon the priority, we are going to select the class A type, class B type, class C type. And as well, we are going to observe the start conditions, the job start conditions. So what are the job conditions? Job start conditions. What are the job start conditions? First, we observe immediate, and then after decent time, and then after job, and after event, operation modes, and also we're having calendar. So mostly we are going with the date and time mode. So these are the job conditions we can observe. Start condition, job start conditions we can observe in a. So whenever we start the job. So what are the job class type? Class A, class B, class C. The start conditions. What are the start conditions? So these are mostly we are going with the date and time, or else based upon the requirement. Like if it is after the job, we can schedule, and after the event, we can schedule, and operation modes is a different concept, and at calendar mode, we can schedule based upon the requirement only. So what are job program types? So we are going to observe ABAP program, and next external command and external program. So these are the job program types. So we need to select most of the time we are going with the ABAP program only. We are not, as of now, I am not yet used any external command or external program. So mostly we are using this ABAP program. These are the class A, class B, class C, and then after job conditions, the job start conditions, immediate date and time, after job, after event, operation modes, it calendar mode, and the job program types, ABAP program, external command, external program. So let me show it to you once again. SM36, we discussed first class A, B, C, high, middle, low priority, class A, high, medium, low priority. Start condition, we can observe immediate date and time, after job, after event, operation mode, at calendar, factory calendar, we can call it as a factory calendar. So I'm just going back. So we just save, and here once you step into that, and whenever we need to select the program type as well, the program values, the program, external command, external program, these three things we are having, but mostly we are going with the ABAP program only. The start condition, see here, immediate date and time, after job, after event, operation modes, at factory calendar mode, the same thing we can observe here. And then after once you step, after saving the job name, we can observe the program value type, ABAP program, external command, external program. Mostly we are going with the ABAP program type, and you need to remember this variant, a job name they are going to provide you. So in the mail we are going to get the job name and as well as a variant tag. So after selecting the variant, we need to copy that variant as just now before I show it to you. The same process we have to do in a real time. So this is a SAP standard variant, right? So we are not supposed to do any changes with that variant.